Redemption is beyond us. The lament of all but saints and fools, and the comfort of the lords and ladies of this accursed place. Once they held fast against the madness, only to embrace the coming cataclysm and delight in the end of days. Perhaps in rapture they seek to lose themselves and the misery they share. Or perhaps for them alone, the promise of eternal pleasure really does hold true.
Welcome, welcome to the City of Final Pleasures. Feel free to weep at its magnificence. No? Not even a single tear? Moving right along then. Our first task is to register US residents, you know, make it all nice and official. We smooth away, so you just need to put on your happy faces and head through to Joyous Hall. The Bureau of Immigration is in the room on the left side of the passage. Declare your name and occupation in a nice, loud voice. The clerks will tell you where to go from there. Oh, and pay no mind to those folks off to the side of the road. Much like the hopefuls in Gate Town, they haven't earned the right to enter the city proper. If, however, you enjoy basking in the envy of your fellow man, then by all means, take your time. But why waste another moment? Go enjoy the beginnings of your new life in paradise. The Bureau of Immigration, was it? I suppose we better show ourselves willing for the time being. I believe I quickly go around, activate the ether rights, and we return to the gate. And straight ahead? To the left is the Bureau of Immigration. Welcome, Eulmore, fortunate friends. May I have your names? I'm Aveno, an artist, and with Serenia, my assistant. Ah yes, I was informed of your imminent arrival. We can forego the usual interview and begin processing your registration papers forthwith. Now, the citizens of Eulmore are divided into two classes. There are the free, who are blessed with the favor of Lord Volwy, and the bonded, who work in the employ of the free. You will be joining the ranks of the bonded. Your duties are to serve a patron in the capacity for which you were chosen. In your case, painting pretty pictures. Should your patron dismiss you for any reason, you must find another sponsor among the free, or accept work as a general laborer. I see. And might you tell us something of a patron we are to serve? The two patrons actually, Chinus and Dulia Chai, a mystical couple whom most refer to as the Chais. They are both gentle souls, and I would ask that you conduct yourself with respect and humility for your own sake as much as theirs. Now a moment please, while I complete the relevant paperwork. All's in order. These are registration documents. Take those papers next door and submit them to the clerk. Once they've been stamped, you will officially be Eulmorean citizens. Enjoy your new life in paradise. That's civilization, yeah? You basically have the free, the masters, and the bonded, the slave society, and over all of them sits Warfrey, who can, since the free are dependent on Warfrey's favor, he can withdraw at any time and they can get kicked out if he finds them troublesome. Welcome to the Bureau of Registration. Papers, please. Whatever here, Alphino artist, Serenia artist assistants, to be employed in the service of Lord Chinus and Lady Dulia Chai. Yes, everything seems to be in order. Your registration is hereby approved. I think it best we deliver you to the Chai's residence before... Oh dear. You smell hideous. You crawl here through a ditch? It's an unholy miasma of dust, sweat, and the musk of some unwashed beast. Proceed directly to the delusory next door and scrub yourself clean. Use whichever showers are free. After you rinsed away the stench, you'll want to splash yourself with this perfume. Liberally. Once you've made yourself presentable, then you may proceed to the Chai's residence. Conan, the guard by the stairs, will give you directions. I hadn't realized we were so, aromatic. Way to bath in here then? Okay. Apply the perfume. Ugh. I'm not a fan of perfumes, by the way. In general. I can't stand the smell if it's not extremely lightly done. You showered and dressed already, have you? Is it not, let's just say, it's rather exposed for one's ablutions, does it not? Alice would have been drying her hair by now. Wouldn't she just? Well, I shall endeavor to emulate her boldness then. Courage, Alphino. What? That was bracing. I believe the lingering smells of the road have been successfully expunged. Shall we go and present ourselves to our new patrons then? Okay, the Chais. Let me cut a couple. You're looking to present yourself to the Chais, are you? Let me explain how the city's laid out then. Imagine 3 layers, one on top of the other. The layer here is called the buttress. Above us is the understory, with the military as its headquarters. And above that you've got the canopy, which is where the free citizens of Eulmore spend their days. So if you want to find your new patrons, you need to keep climbing until you run out of stairs, and then look for the Grand Dame's parlor. They'll be in there, like as not. from up there. According to the message engraved in the base, special permission is required to use this aetheryte.
Who's this then?
This is a rather large Mikote.
Lord and Lady Chai, pray forgive our intrusion. I am given to understand you were in search of an artist.
Ah, you must be the new,
Oh, goodness me! What an adorable boy! That silken hair, those pearly cheeks, oh, and you even smell wonderful, like a bed of flowers. I approve of this one, dearest. I am positive he will paint us the most delightful pictures.
Yes. Well, as long as he paints better than that talentless wretch we sent packing last week.
Wonderful, wonderful! Welcome to Eulmore.
Alphino, if it please you, my lady. And this is my assistant.
Serenia, an honor.
Your assistant? I've heard of folk bringing in family members, but this seems a bit irregular. Aren't you a little young to have a protege?
We are family in all but name, my lord. Though we share no blood, we have stood by each other through life's many challenges, resolved to prevail together or not at all. Of all people, 'tis she who best understands my work. With her unique insight guiding my hand, the art I create is sure to satisfy your expectations. Once the picture is begun, of course, I shall have no need of constant encouragement. And so I wondered, rather than her being in your way, might it then be permissible for my assistant to explore the city she has so longed to see? Out of gratitude for her priceless contribution to my art, I thought it only fair that I make this humble request on her behalf.
Oh, did you ever hear of such devotion? Of course your assistant must have her wish. She shall be free to roam to her heart's content.
Wow. Thank you.
Isn't that right, darling?
Oh, yes. Yes, of course, dearest. Quite right.
That might become useful. Now you have the opportunity to experience Eulmore. I suggest you make the most of it. Explore the city, top to bottom. In other words, I would start with a canopy and go from there. Try wandering around the market stalls, perhaps? Such places are usually filled with colorful characters, only too eager to share local gossip with a friendly visitor. I would appreciate it, of course, if you could share any discoveries with me in turn. We should both learn as much as possible at our new place of residence. Oh, hello there. Fresh registers, are we? You seem a little lost. It is lovely to make your acquaintance. Speaking of acquaintances, you wouldn't happen to have run into my attendant on my wanderings, would you? Big, strong lad, long hair, tied back. He was escorting me on a shopping errand when I realized I'd dropped my handkerchief. And now I've been waiting here all alone while he's been off searching for it. I'm not terribly fond of being alone. If you do see him, I would be obliged if you could pass on this message. Forget the silly handkerchief and return to my side at once. Another large cat. Might I help you up, good sir? Wicked white, it was too close. Thank you, friend. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't come along. I was trying to rescue my lady's handkerchief, you see. Wind must have blown it over the edge, but luckily it caught on something. I thought I could just stretch out far enough. You must think highly of your mistress. She's my entire world. Without her, I am nothing. When I first came to Eulmore, I thought only of improving my lot in life. But there was so much more to the city than wealth and plenty. There's no war here, no conflict. The residents all treat each other with warmth and respect. My mistress has ever been kind to me, and I think of no other place in Colusia that could possibly be happier. Sorry, I might have gotten a bit carried away. I find it hard to stop when I start counting my blessings these days. Please, you should come with me to meet my lady. When she hears of your deed, you'll be witness to her generosity firsthand. What? Lonely, you say? Curse my clumsy feet, I must return to her immediately. My attendant taught me everything. I'm so grateful you were there to offer your assistance. You seem a dedicated patron. Oh, my attitude is not unusual, I assure you. Without the efforts of our bonded citizens, we citizens would not enjoy the pleasures of our daily lives. We are deserving of our unending gratitude. Maybe in another society our different standing would breed prejudice or resentment, but in Eulmore, a most glorious measure is in place to avert such unpleasantness. A part of that measure requires us to free surrender their fortunes. Upon which registration, all our property, financial, intellectual or otherwise, is given over to the city. In exchange, we are provided with ample funds and commodities to live a life of pampered luxury. Being liberated from the concern of earning coin is an almost miraculous effect on people's outlook. There are no rivals to compete against, only fellow residents with whom to enjoy our tranquil existence. Now, if you excuse me, I must see what the markets have to offer as a reward for return of my handkerchief. Oh, and I've not forgotten you, of course, our courageous messenger turned rescuer. But when they give over a reward that gives you more, meaning Warfrey, more means to control them, right? All this talk of relying on the bonded, and I haven't given a thought to what your duties might be. I hope I haven't interrupted your work unduly. A tour of the city, is it? Then you must really visit the beehive. It's always buzzing with activity and local humor. Anyway, a lady by the name of Twister Bee usually has her seat near the entrance. She will gladly speak with you on any number of topics, assuming you find yourself on her good side. This is you artisans. Discipline of the hand or land of level 70 or above. So welcome to the beehive, my little drone. Seeking the sting of incitement to liven up your day? I can tell at a glance when folk are new to our happy colony. It's the nervous fluttering, you see? Always gives them away. Why don't we play some cards to set you at ease, eh? A quick game of high or low? It's simply a matter of guessing who has the bigger hand. If you win, I grant you a single favor. Within reason, of course. Interested? High or low is a guessing game. You must decide whether the total of your 3 cards is higher or lower than the total of your opponent's cards. The deck holds 9 cards with pictures printed thereon representing the numbers 1 through 9. Each number appears only once in the deck, so there's no repeat. If you guess correctly, then you win the match. If both totals are the same, then another hand is dealt. Three cards for you, 3 for me. You flip one of yours over and I flip 2 of mine. Nine and 6. No. You have total of 10. Congratulations, your guess was right. Usually I concede defeat at this point, but what do you say to a rematch? One more win and we talk about that favor. Okay. Let's say again low. Yeah, definitely lower. Congratulations, victory is yours, as is the prize, I promise. Come whisper in my ear then, and don't be shy. Tell old Twister what she can do for you. Huh? That's all? How delightfully wholesome. But if knowledge is what you want, then that is what you shall have. In my humble estimation, the most wondrous thing about this town is how safe we are from the Sin Eaters. They say Lord Warfrey was born with the power to command them, which means no Eulmore need ever raise a weapon in defense of a city. Was that the kind of thing you wish to know? If your itch still needs scratching, you might get a few words out of Afan over there. There's not that merry sod likes more than the sound of its own voice. Was that you too, Eulmore, you say? Only just arrived, or are you looking to peel away the layers of mystery? Oh, I'm all for chatting. But you need to slow down and enjoy life, my friend. Tell you what, you hop on stage and give us a dance first, and when we can have our little talk. Here? Up here. Dance. That's the way. Dance like there's no tomorrow. Oh, now that was a show. You're welcome to climb up on stage anytime you like. So, what's you want to ask me? Yes, something about our fair city. Well, I can tell you it wasn't always so peaceful as it is today. The Eumoran army may be the very essence of military might, but even our forces saw grievous losses in the war against the Cinidas. Things changed for us 20 years ago now, when the old ruler's son came into power. He's got this way with the eaters, you see. Turned some docile as house cats. I wouldn't be exaggerating to say we've become something of an ally to Eulmore, no longer an enemy to be feared. And yet elsewhere, there are still fools who insist on fighting by losing battles. A toast to Lord Warfrey. You've gained a preliminary sense of the city. The Chais and Alphinaud will be expecting your return. Oh, you've returned from your jaunt around the city so soon? We never hurried back. Young Alphinaud said to put brush to canvas. One cannot rush good art, I'm told. Or good artist, apparently. Finally. Looks different. I've put together an ensemble out of the garments you chose. Is this satisfactory? Oh, goodness gracious me! That last outfit was precious, but this makes you look positively dashing. You truly are a handsome boy, however am I to decide? I don't recall this part of the artistic process. Exactly. The ladder's an artist, dearest, not a dress-up doll. It's about time we set him to work for the reason we called him here. Must we? I do love a good painting, but I thought since we were enjoying ourselves so thoroughly... Well, I'd not... That's not to say as long as you... Just make sure to give a lad time to prepare. We know who will be upset if he's not ready to paint at a moment's notice. Whatever you say, darling. So, shall we pick out some jewelry next? She definitely is the boss at home. Anyway, but I think this is a good time to end the episode. Until next time, when we continue... yeah, here in Eulmore. I'm Mace, and don't get lost.